Always tracking, always alerting. This is Next Weather.
All right, happy Tuesday, final day of September. Breezy and mostly dry today, but the high risk of rip currents continues and we have a wet end to the week. Let's take a live view outside as we look at our next weather 7-day rain chances. And today they are low at only 20%, if that. Tomorrow, though, we'll start to bump up the rain chance and you'll notice that we'll see even higher potential for more in the way of wet weather Thursday, Friday. For the weekend, about a 50% chance of rain as we head into the weekend and into next week. Now, as we take a look, you'll notice that we are still tracking tropical Hurricane Imelda, I should say, and also Hurricane Umberto, which has weakened. But in terms of Imelda, it is moving northeast of us, and we're still dealing with some of the indirect impacts there. But we are still going to be dealing with the winds and also the rip currents and the rough surf and also hazardous marine conditions. And, you know, Imelda is likely going to pose a threat to our friends in Bermuda. And so this is something that we'll certainly be watching as it is expected to move near over parts of Bermuda tomorrow and could even strengthen. Hurricane Umberto, meantime, has been downgraded to a Category 1, and it is moving north-northwest, but eventually will take that turn to the east and likely will be north of Bermuda tomorrow. So we have these two tropical systems that are thankfully moving away from the U.S. coastline. And I will tell you that we're on the drier side as you look at that counterclockwise rotation. Very dry, stable air right now in the mid to upper levels of the atmosphere. That is going to suppress any widespread storm development, but also that tight pressure gradient still with us this afternoon. Winds sustained right now 10 to 16 miles an hour. Gusts as high as 22 to 25 miles an hour. And check out Oliver, just chilling here, although we're heating up. Highs will climb to the low 90s, flirting with record heat. You can send in your photos, pics at cbsmiami.com. And you know, our gust tracker is showing gusts could reach 25 to even 30 miles per hour. So still a little blustery out there. High risk of rip currents through tomorrow means it's not safe to go swimming in the ocean. Small craft advisories in effect for the Atlantic waters. Small craft should exercise caution for the Florida Keys. Still choppy out there. Next weather rain tracker showing today there might be a few isolated showers later, but really it's tomorrow or Wednesday when we'll start to see more in the way of wet weather with more rain and cloud coverage around. Temperatures will come down slightly. Highs in the upper 80s late week and heading into the weekend.